Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Canadian Football Central CFL content for the fans, by the fans. And we got another Hamilton Tiger Cats signing.
Offensive lineman Eric Lofton.
Oh. I thought they got Eric Clapton. My apologies. Eric Lofton's going to the Hamilton Tiger Cats. And so this is interesting. So he had been on my Winnipeg Blue Bombers just before this. This will be how many years in the league? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. His 8th season in the CFL. He started in 2017 with the Ottawa Redblacks in 2017 and 18. And then played in 2019 for the Edmonton Elks. 2022, sorry, because he didn't play in 2021. 2020, of course, the season was canceled. Was Winnipeg with Winnipeg in 2022. 2023, he is with Saskatchewan. And then in 24 and 25, he was with the Bombers, with him kind of getting a bit of a minimized role this last year, The Bombers kind of tried him out at tackle, and it just kind of didn't work in the way that they hoped. I think they kind of preferred what Randolph offered there, so he was predominantly there. But Lofton's kind of being a consistent piece in terms of being in that kind of backup role for a while. And I think the goal, I got to imagine, is getting into that starting spot. So I'm curious to see if the Ticats put him in that type of a role, or even if the Ticats leave that role open and come preseason, they kind of take a look at who they got and put him in there. But this is another example of a Bomber going over to Hamilton over the last few years. Because if they're signing talent, you bet your ass they were wearing the gold before, except it was a blue and gold, not a black and gold. So what do you think about this signing, Rick?
When I first saw the signing, I thought, okay, we now have our left tackle. But now that I read more into it, it's more of what could be a battle for that left tackle and not 100% guaranteed. But the funny thing is, do you remember the other day of how we were talking about how 3 offensive linemen have gone over to the Edmonton Elks?
Yes.
Well, 3 offensive linemen from Winnipeg have now come over to Hamilton.
Yes.
Because you have Dobson,
Lofton,
Kolinkowski,
and
Lofton.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I'm interested to see what Lofton can bring. Hopefully he has a better season this year.
Yeah.
As he hasn't had the greatest last few seasons due to injuries.
Yeah. No, that had been a bit
interesting to see.
That had been kind of a concerning thing, just kind of those injuries, and then also just kind of who Winnipeg had played in that spot. Just because if you look here, after starting 18 games at right tackle for the Bombers in 2024, Lofton was limited to just 1 appearance last year and spent much of the season on the 6-game injured list. So, and that's the unfortunate thing, as it was one of those things where I don't think it was a case where it was like, oh, it was just him and Randolph won that spot. It was a spot where Lofton had been there a little bit, Randolph had been there a little bit, and then he gets hurt, and that's kind of when Randolph really settled into that spot. And it's unfortunate how much injuries can kind of play a factor there. But I'm curious because if you look at even his time in college, he had played for Temple, played 5 seasons there for the Owls in the American Athletic Conference, the AAC, and they had done all right. If I'm just kind of looking at their team stats and whatnot, but he's been in the CFL for a while. He's played in a lot of different systems, and he's going to be with a familiar face over on that offensive line. 2 familiar faces, Kolinkowski as well as Liam Dobson. So I'm curious to see if maybe that chemistry will really kind of get him potentially into that starting spot in Hamilton, but we won't know till we see a bit of time in the preseason as well as kind of near the regular season, where Hamilton really has it figured out on who the starters are going to be in their offensive depth chart. Is there anything else you got there, Rick?
Not as far
Before we
as
get to the next part, I know what we're chatting
yes,
about.
no, no,
Yes.
no, 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 no,
So
no.
yeah, so thank you so much for tuning in. And before you get going though, Rick's got some news regarding the Hamilton
Yes.
and Toronto CFL Fans Fight Cancer event.
So on March 7th at 7 p.m. at Wingporium in Hamilton on Barton Street, we will be having our third annual CFL Fans Fight Cancer Summit event. This year, it's going to be a joint effort between Hamilton fans and Toronto fans. So there's going to be lots of prizes, including this Winton McManus jersey that will be signed by the man himself.
Ah,
So that will be there. Also, side note for those Hamilton fans, this is being recorded on Saturday the 7th on what is it? The 11th from 5:30 to 7 at the Tycat store. We will be having not we as in me, but the team will be having an autograph session with the two newest Tycats and Winton McManus and Trey
nice.
Ford.
Yeah. So make sure you guys check that out. Get whatever you want signed. And I think that's pretty much all we have. Only other thing we got is for any American fans who watch the channel, we released a video most recently on the CFL rules of 2026. Video is kind of tailored towards Americans or people familiar with the NFL, interested in knowing what's going on, how the rules of the CFL work. But then also, even for some Canadian fans who are curious about what changes coming in 2026, what coming in 2027, everything is fully up to date in that video. So make sure you check it out. Only 10 minutes of your time.
I was gonna say, don't forget those global fans because there's global fans out there too.
This is true. I said it's for I said it's for Americans. It's for people who are familiar with the NFL, familiar with the NCAA. It's not
Or
an
new
entry.
fans that don't know anything about the NFC.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying is that I don't explain the rules of football. Is more of I explain the differences between CFL and NFL. But maybe a rules of football for complete beginners is a future video that I got to do. Who knows? But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys also join our Discord if you haven't. Link in the description down below. Where we discuss all things CFL, NHL, and as of recently, Olympics. So check it out, and we'll see you guys next time.